I haven't released music in 3 years. Yeah, I know. It's been 3 years. And I call myself an artist, but I haven't put music out in 3 years. And I can give you all the excuses and all the good reasons why I haven't released music, but ultimately it all boils down to fear. I let fear beat me. I let the uncertainty, the unknown, I let the doubt, I let the negative perceptions overtake my love and my joy for music. And I also was burnt out from the business of music because I was trying to do everything by myself. I started my journey as an independent artist around 2011, 2012. And, I had a very hardcore approach to this. I had a very do-it-yourself approach to it, which was I'm not taking any record deals. Like, I already know what the record labels is on. I don't want to get signed. I don't want to have a documentary 20 years from now about how the record label mistreated me and they don't want to, I didn't want that. I didn't want to do the traditional route of go to school and do a different career and then use that to fund my music. I wanted my music to be my journey. I wanted to go all in. I wanted to give it everything. So I quit my jobs, I quit school, and I said I'm going to be a rapper, I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to do it. And man, I think talk about jumping out the window or literally building the plane as I'm flying it. If that was a person, it would literally be me, because that's exactly what I did. I didn't know anything about anything. I just knew what I wanted to do, and I just jumped all into that. So one of the biggest things that I can say that hindered me is a lot of it is mental. Most of it is really mental for a lot of the things that hold us back. A lot of the frustrations and the perceptions that we create for ourselves, a lot of it is mental. It's not physical ability. Like, I can make songs all day long, but when you feel like nobody's actually paying attention to you, when you feel like nobody's actually listening to you, when you look up and then there's a pandemic and then it's like the world is shut down and it's like, we don't care about music right now. We need to know how we can get toilet tissue and are we going to get our stimulus checks. That right there shook me up, because I went from being so blindly ignorant and stubborn and you couldn't change my mind or talk me out of it to being so calculated and so concerned with the perception. So it's been 3 years and I really honestly felt like I should just walk away from this, because it literally was stressing me out. Literally, I was losing weight. People kept telling me yo, you losing weight. I'm like, mind you, I wasn't always a big guy, but it was for me that already don't have a lot of weight to lose weight, something's not right. There were times where I had my locks and my locks would just be falling out my head. I was very stressed, and then I was in a relationship at the time as well. So financially, things weren't moving in the direction that I thought it was going to go. My focus wasn't where it needed to be. So it was a very, very trying and challenging time. So fast forward to the pandemic, it's kind of I just got jumped, and then it's okay, now fight 10 more people, and it's nah, y'all got it. I don't want to fight no more. And that's how I truly felt and sometimes feel regarding my music. I don't want to fight anymore sometimes. Sometimes I feel I punted everything. I quit school. I put my everything into this. This was my major focus. I traveled state to state. I took risks. I lost friendships. I lost family. I lost a lot. And for somebody on the outside looking in, it's oh no, but you just got to keep going and keep going. And it's I hear y'all. You're right. But what about that other side of what that keep going looks like mentally? Mentally, it's draining. It's draining. And then it can become physically draining, emotionally draining. I think a lot of times, especially in this generation, in this era, where we have the internet and we have access to so much and everything is so fast and the information is always moving and going. It's like one story, that's the thing. It's like, okay, what's the next story? Okay, this person did this. Okay, well, who did the next thing? What's the next thing? And then with all of the fluff, it seems to even quote unquote make it, where it's like it's not even about your music. It seems like for some artists, it's like we just talk about them, and it's like they haven't put a song out. They're not even working on anything. We're just talking about them just because it's Tuesday. We just going to talk about this artist. So I just didn't know where I fit into all of that. You know, I just wanted to make good music and make people feel good and spread love. Like, that's literally the mission statement. Like, and it's like, where's the audience that wants the same thing? And I had a difficult time finding that. So for me, I mean, I gave up. You know, I just gave up, and I just said, you know, I want to do something different. I want to actually like enjoy life a little bit. I still am an ambitious person, but I think we make ambition and grinding and hustling and pursuing your dreams sound so sexy, and it sounds like there's no flaw with it. There's no times where you don't know. There's no times where you want to just stop. There's no times where you feel like you're not getting what you actually are putting into this thing, where you feel unappreciated, where you feel overlooked. We don't always talk about those stories. A lot of times we just talk about the success and how someone pushed through, and that's great for that individual, but everybody's not able to have the mental capacity to keep going. And sometimes I know for myself, mental is a majority factor for a lot of things for me. If I'm not mentally in a good space to do something, I can be there physically, I can be present, but I'm not gonna be who I need to be in that moment. So I haven't put out music in 3 years because I was drained. You know, I was tired of the rejection. I was tired of the constant battle of, am I actually good enough? Like, yeah, I know I'm doing it myself, but would it help if I just do it this way? Or should I go back to school? Should I not quit my job? Should I, stuck to what I know? Like, there was a lot of that, and a lot of resources and energy is invested into this. And for people to give you the, oh, I'll check it out later, or yeah, I'll support it, and they don't, or yeah, I'll listen to it, and they don't. And it's like, do you understand? I literally had to play this song 1,000 times, hoping that you play it one time. Like, do people really understand like what goes into it? Like I said, it looks great online that, oh, this person just put out this great product and life is so great. And it's like, no, I'm dealing with real life. I have real bills. And yeah, these are my choices that I made to pursue my dream. But at the same time, I decided that I didn't want it to be the death of me. So for anybody out there that has to mentally choose yourself, I get it. Like, I used to always question, like, why would Lauryn Hill only put out one album? And I would love to just have a conversation with her one day and ask her, because I think a lot of people was like, but you're so good, you're so talented. But it's like, yeah, but what else? Am I happy? Do I feel appreciated? Do I feel talented and feel blessed and everything like that? Now, I'm not here to sit here and complain, because I had some great moments in my career. I had some wonderful memories. I met some wonderful people. I actually have some great relationships from some of the work that I put into my music. But sometimes mentally we need more fulfillment. And I wanted to just fully feel fulfilled. So yeah, this is a rant, and yeah, I just kind of went and I just said, I'm gonna record this and I'm just gonna go. But it's been a rough and beautiful and pleasant and abundant and struggle and amazing and terrible 3 years since I've last put out music, which was in 2020. But all encouragement is appreciated. All of the people that actually did take the time and invest their energy into listening to my content and support, that is not in vain. And I want to say that I don't want to make it that I'm ungrateful and that it doesn't mean anything because I didn't get to a certain level or achieve a certain thing. But it is something that I am very aware of, and that is something that I'm very appreciative of. So I want to say thank you sincerely for everybody that gave me a chance. However, I just mentally couldn't receive that love and hold on to that love because life was doing life things, and sometimes it gets hard, and sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and I know for myself I had to make a sacrifice. I had to take a step back. I put my energy into creating a different form of expression for myself. So I picked up a camera and I started working on photography, and I was like, let me try being behind the scenes, behind the camera. Let me try being a creative from a different approach versus just being on the microphone and being the performer and the artist. Maybe I can utilize my talents in a different way. So this was just from the heart. I just wanted to share that. And for people that have supported me, I want to end with this. I am working to building my confidence back up. I'm working on getting over the mental hold that has taken over me as to why I haven't been able to fully push myself back into the music. So I know a lot of people still ask me, when you gonna drop? And it's like, let's get the mental right first, right? And then we can start talking about how to approach putting this out. So it was definitely very healing to talk about this. I feel a lot lighter saying these things. So I hope that this can help somebody. I hope this can give clarity to people that have been asking or wondering or confused as to how it all changed for me. But music is something that I do love and enjoy. However, I have to find that love again. I just gotta find that love, and it's gonna take time. So appreciate you for watching this video. This is 1228 The Great, Still Standing Enterprises. Spread love.